What's going on, YouTube? Gear Option here. I've been doing a little bit of research online, just kind of looking around. You see I've got some tools set out. I've been doing some research online about how I can mod my Victorinox. And again, this is just the Victorinox. It's got the two bottle openers. I'm sure if I did some research I could figure out what model exactly this is. It's got the two bottle openers, the big blade, the little blade, and that's it. So it's a pretty simple knife. And then of course you've got the toothpick and the tweezers. And then I just added my own little lanyard. But I want to do one more. The lanyard's nice. I love, it being able to carry my pocket on a, carry my knife with a pocket clip. Right now I'm using the Spyderco UK PK, and I love it. I just love how it sits so low. But I have nothing better to do on this Friday, so whoop, phone ring, hang on. Anyways, let's get to it. So for this you're gonna need your basic drill bits, some small screwdrivers, and I've noticed, you could even use the county com screwdriver will work for this, and then basic drill gun. Now, this is just the way I thought of doing it. There are a bunch of guys on YouTube, and I can also give them a shout out down below the video. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the, so anyways, I haven't even told you what I'm going to do. I'm going to mod this. I'm going to put a pocket clip on it. And how I'm going to do that, well, I was just looking around my collection, and I had this old Spyderco bird knife, one of the first bird knives I got, and stupidly I used it to do a little bit of prying. But it's only like a $12 to $15 knife, so I didn't really care that much. I believe I was just trying to, I don't even know, but it did chip on the end there. I hope you guys can see that. But if you can't, it's chipped towards the end of the blade there. But what I did was, since this is a small knife and usually carried in my front pocket, I just popped the pocket clip off and the 3 screws. And what my goal is to eventually have this pocket clip ride on the back of my Swiss Army knife. And I'm not the first one to do this. There are videos on YouTube, and you can search it. I believe it's under Victorinox mods or Swiss Army knife mods, but this is what I'm going to do. So I figured I would just put it on video, and you guys can watch, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, then, whatever. I'll just start over. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out the smallest bit, because I think that the smallest bit will do. And that's this guy right here. And it is 1/16. Put that aside, slide this out of the way. And then for now, I don't need the screwdrivers. And let's slide this into the picture so you can see it better. I'm going to try and go fast. I don't want to split this video up at all. But what I'm going to do, I got a little Sharpie pen. And I'm just going to go in here. I want it to ride as low as possible. So I'm going to go up, but I don't, I did notice you don't want to hit I don't want to hit that. So that could be a problem. So what I'm thinking, I might, with this mod, have to do away with the lanyard and just carry it as a knife and screw it into this side. So let's go ahead and do that, because I don't want to mess with the, if I ruin it, there might be some holes in it, but, so I'm just right now marking really, smoothly with this Sharpie, and this is going to wipe right off, but I want to make starter holes for these screws. Okay, so I've got the 3 holes. I'm going to move that out of the way, and you guys can see that pretty clearly, I hope. Now, I'm in my kitchen now, but I normally would be in my shop. But the shop's in the garage, and there's just no light. So, and I want you guys to see all this. So, get this little drill bit. And So I've got the drill now, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to drill holes right where my holes are. Whoop, and you guys can see it's already making indentations, which is exactly what I want. And I'm through. That's one. That's two. That's three. Okay. So as you guys can see, it's not too difficult to drill through that. It's actually fairly simple. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these guys into the picture. These are just screwdrivers. And I'm going to take out the one that looks like it'll work for these screws, which will be that one. Alright, so let's see how well this worked out for me. Looks like my holes are good. And the screws. Whoop. And again, you want to be as careful as possible. You don't want to lose these because they're hard to replace. Whoop. Which is, and I'm really caught being worried because I'm on, I've got my sink right here in front of me too. So I don't want to screw this up. So basically, like any other pocket clip, you're just going to screw it in. And it seems to be catching, which is good. And I don't know how well this plastic's going to work over time. It might get worn out. But for the time being, it'll do. Now, I do want to get all the screws in before I tighten them down, just because that's just how you should do it, so it doesn't get, over. But it seems like I did catch these holes perfectly. And I can't tell. Seems to be going in pretty good and tight. So, and I know most of this video is just going to be of me screwing these things in, but this is like, take me 10 minutes, take you guys 10 minutes too. And it's fairly simple. If you're not using an old knife, just pop the pocket clip off, put it on a knife you use more often. Alright, so that's the start of it. Now all we need to do really is tighten down the screws and you'll have a pocket clip. And they are tight, which is nice. You don't want these to be loose or it won't hold your Now, starting this video, I was a little worried that I was going to end up ruining a Swiss Army knife. But these knives you can go on the internet, you can go on eBay, you can even call the company and you can get new replacement parts for this stuff. And if it were to happen and I were to screw it up, I could always just get a new back. But it seems to be working out for me. Might not have to do that. And in the other video, some guys were talking about JB Weld. I didn't want to put any glue on there, just in case that if the pocket clip doesn't hold up to par, and I end up having to take it off, there will just be 3 holes. There's not going to be a bunch of gook and glue But as you guys can see, you're looking at a Swiss Army knife with a newly installed pocket clip. And before I start to play with it, I definitely want to tighten it more. But you don't want to tighten it too much. Pocket clip on the Swiss Army knife. You guys see that? So yeah, and now I actually have a Swiss Army knife with a pocket clip attached. And the best part about it, guys, is I can still use all the tools. Didn't go into anything except the liner, which is very cool. So all you need to do this, set a drill bits, small drill bit, 1/16 an inch, 1/16, I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you what screwdriver, except mine are all kind of out of order, but all you need is a cheap set of screwdrivers. Swiss Army knife, obviously, most people already have just laying around. And, a drill. And to be honest with you guys, I'm so much happier to have this pocket clip on this knife than on this knife. So, let me know what you guys think. Again, I just thought this would be cool, and I wanted to, put it on YouTube. So, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys gain some knowledge from this and are able to, put a pocket clip on your knives. Now, again, I did not come up with this idea. People have been around showing it on YouTube. I just thought it was really cool, and I wanted to give my version. So, take what you will. Thanks for watching, and just another gear option for you guys. Thank you.